Because my chemo started just quite soon after I'd had the stoma, at the start my stoma was round, and I think probably it's quite swollen as well for a while until it settles down. So it eventually then became oval. So I have an oval shaped stoma now. And when my bags are pre-cut, they're cut into that oval shape. That changed whilst I was having chemo. The shape of my stoma changed. I think for most people that happens. And it happens within a few months of your stoma being created. But mine did change, so I had to get different bags. I had chemo for 3 months, and then after that, I would say it took a good 3 to 6 months after that for my bowel to start to settle down. I always say to people, when anyone asks me, how long does it take for it to get into a regular routine? You're told, the surgeons and the stoma nurses will normally tell you it takes about 6 months for your bowel to settle down. But I would say when chemo comes in between, it took me a good year until I got into a routine. And it does. I didn't believe at the start, I didn't believe it ever would get into any kind of routine. I was just thinking, this thing is never going to settle down. It's a nightmare. And I was changing it when I came home from hospital. I was changing it 5 times a day, which at the very beginning, that was really horrendous. I came home from hospital with a flat standard bag, and it wasn't, I think because of the velocity of output at the time and your body's getting used to it, that I would say to anybody else, this may not be right for anybody else, but certainly as soon as I discovered a convex bag, it made a big difference when I came home from hospital. So I think because I was just using the standard bag, just immediately after getting the stoma, that gave me a lot more leaks. So like I say, I was standing, I was changing the bag 5 times a day, and then I had really sore skin. That's when I found out about the barrier wipes and used the barrier wipes. But my bowel, it did settle down, and it did settle down. So within a year of me having the operation, it very much settled down. And I say it, I look back when people say to me, is it ever going to settle down? This is a nightmare. I say yes and no, because I was there. But trust me, it really does. It does settle down, and it's now into such a regular routine. Sometimes I even forget I have a stoma.